Hi, this is John Marling, Pulse Research. A great prospecting opportunity is optometrist. And the reason is that there's lots of them in your community. They're very competitive. And across the Pulse network, there's a 40% close ratio with optometrists. So let's take a look at some suggestions on making a presentation to an optometrist. I would once again suggest the mobile presentation because it's the most engaging with the business. Before you do the presentation, once again, make sure the business understands that the information is about and for their business. That's critical. And I would suggest saying, I've got good news. We just asked the same questions you would ask if you did your own survey, such as, do you plan to get a new or change optometrist in the next 12 months? Is that something you'd like to know? And they say, yeah, of course. And what type of eye care services do you need in the next 12 months? Is that something you'd be interested in? Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's take a look at the optometrist information, and the benefit to you is help you identify where you can get additional clients and revenue for your practice. How's that sound? They say, yeah, that sounds great. Well, let's take a look, okay? And now on your tablet or a smartphone, you engage with them. So let's take a look at the information about and for optometrists. Great. So look at this, 21% from the recent survey we did plan to get a new or change optometrist in the next 12 months. What does that mean? Well, we reached 37,500 households. That means that there's almost 8,000 households that we reach who plan to get a new or change optometrist in the next 12 months. What do you think about that? Well, obviously, they're going to be impressed, right? And at an estimated expenditure of $980, that means there's almost $8 million of opportunity. And look at that, just 1% share of those who plan to get a new or change optometrist is almost $80,000. Now you can engage with the business by clicking on the edit pin here. You can change the distribution, or you can ask them and get them engaged. What percent do you think you can get? And they say, well, I think I can get 5%. And look at that. Wow, that's almost $400,000, okay? Now let's take a look at the specific eye care needs and identify with the business some opportunities for them. So we'll click off here on the editing, and look at this. Here's the number of households we reach and the eye care services they need. Look at that, prescription glasses. Over 10,500 households we each plan to get prescription glasses. Over 16,000 plan to get an eye vision, exam. And look at that, just sunglasses. Over 13,400. So here's the key. Engage the business. Help them find a solution, idea, where they can get more business. Ask them, you know what you've sold in the last 12 months. Where do you think you can get more? And they might say, oh my gosh, look at that. Prescription eyewear, over 10,000. I think I can get more prescription glasses. Okay. Now you've identified an opportunity for it. Then you say to them, well, let's put together a consistent campaign to help you get more of those, because they are going to, get prescription eyeglasses. How many of those do you think you can get? Well, I think I can get a lot more, okay? Now you talk about a consistent campaign. You share with them a specific promotion ideas, such as, the number of ads that you're going to be running in the paper, ROP, the website, inserts, social posts, etc. Okay? But look at this. If you've got Metrographics, I have great news. We're putting together a partnership with Metrographics. So now you can link right to their AdWizard program and create some spec layouts in real time. And so with the business, once again, focus on a 52-week campaign, the consistency, the frequency, okay? And they're going to say, well, I don't know about that. I've got, Facebook, I use Google search, etc. Well, let's take a look at what you're potentially missing. Because once you agree with me, there's a lot of fragmentation today. People use a lot of different sites. Yeah, exactly. Well, look at this. 96% of our audience in the last 30 days have not searched for an optometrist. 96%. Well, what about Facebook? 89% of our audience have not in the last 30 days used any business Facebook offer. 78% have not used email from the local business, and 55% of our audience have not gone to a local business website to get information to purchase. There is phenomenal fragmentation. Show them what they're missing. Fear of missing out is a huge, huge consideration. And look at this, you can engage him once again. You might say, well, what about Pinterest? Okay, you click on the editing pen, click on the add more, and just type in Pinterest. Look at that, 64.6% said they're going to use Pinterest, right? Or not use Pinterest, excuse me. Okay, but they say, well, what about Instagram? Okay, well, just type in Instagram. See, you can engage with the business in real time and get information that they're interested in. Nobody else can do that. So with your mobile presentation on your tablet or a smartphone, you can get engagement with the business and be that consultant. Okay, so now you've showed them what they're missing, right? They say, okay, I think, yeah, absolutely. You can reach households to get a new or change optometrist, and specifically plan to get, new prescription glasses, etc. But I don't know about the cost. My checkbook's a little tight. Hey, I've got good news for you. That 52-week campaign, the consistency, look at this. All you need is just 20 new customers out of the 7,913 we reach who plan to get a new or change optometrist in the next 12 months. Does that sound realistic over 52 weeks? If they say, yeah, you just made a sale. But if they say, I don't know about that, well, find out from them the details, of their practice. Click on the editing pen. Get the business information right from them. What's your average customer worth? Well, my average customer is worth about $1,250. Well, what is your gross profit? And we use 50% just as a placeholder at talking point. What gross profit do you make? Well, we make about 70% gross profit. Well, look at that. That means there's a average $875 gross profit on each customer, right? And so at 20 customers, that means a $17,500 campaign. So they just literally sold themselves. And they say, well, that sounds good, but what about 15 customers? I think after, 52 weeks, 15 customers, okay? Well, they just agreed now to a $13,000 campaign. Pretty cool, huh? So you're getting their engagement, what they're comfortable with, what they're confident they're going to get, all by using the mobile presentation with the editing feature to get their engagement, okay? And then to reinforce, show them how few customers they need at their average expenditure of $1,250 to get in this case, $100,000 on the campaign, an 8-time return. And then you can email them the presentation. So that's an overview of a mobile presentation, engaging with the business on how to close a optometrist presentation, which is the prospecting suggestion for this week. Thanks again, and good selling.